Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here, coming back at you with another video. So, sitting here in with the shed, with all the bikes, just chillaxing. We got to get to the Harvey Spooner one this week. I'm going to start on that on Monday. That's going to be going in there, guys. And we're going to be going through that bike. So that's for Monday. But today, we're working on the KE100. You guys saw I did the ammo can upgrade to that for the saddlebag. We have to put the other bracket on, and we got to get the rack done. So there's one bracket right there to it. So we got to finish off the rack. So it's going to have the rack. It's going to have the ammo can saddlebag. Accessories on this bike are as followed: the 3/4 inch risers for the handlebars, the tank vent, the pad, those sort of things, and the dual mirrors for this bike. Now this bike right here is a 1992 with 94 tank and greens all throughout the bike. It's been converted from points ignition to CDI. For those who are new to the channel, these are the type of things that we do on here. And by all means, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, and when I post the video, you'll get it. So this is a learning channel, and I like to show off some accessories, do some modifications to the bikes. You might notice on my KM, it also features a tank vent. Let's get over to that. Right there, it's got one of the little tank vents on that, and we're going to do something cool to these bikes today. I don't often make my bikes look unique. Not unique, but the same. But in some cases I do. I also like to change up the years. So that front fender right there is from a 76 MT1. So it's got the black fender on that. And all these bikes, this one right here has been converted over to CDI ignition. This KM 100's been converted over to CDI ignition, and of course, as I just said, this one has as well. All three of these bikes feature CDI ignition. One of the cool things. And for a vent on this one, I went different. I went down. This cap right here came off of a KV75 or an MT1. So you can see how how that all works. So it doesn't have that little valve. You just turn it on. See right here, it's got on for the vent. Just turn it to the vent, and now it's venting. And then you shut it to the off when you're not using it. So, pretty cool cap. I figured I'd use it on this. It's different. You can use that cap on any one of these bikes. They all share the same cap. And as I showed you, these caps right here also work on the KV75. So you go either way. But anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to be putting on a brush guard. I'll show you guys what that looks like. You guys probably seen these on my KE102 when I was building the light setup for it. But I got two of these. One right there, one right here. I got one for that bike, and one for, of course, this bike. So we're going to throw these on real quick and see how they look, see if we like them. Alright, so let's get crack-a-lackin' and get you guys in the stand. And let's start tearing apart this headlight assembly. There are two bolts to hold it on, two Phillips screws to hold the headlight assembly on. Here and on the side, let's get those knocked out. I'm not using any power tools, and I'm kind of in the back shed, which is where the floor is not the greatest. So if I drop a screw, I could easily lose it. So on a headlight assembly, you have a sleeve, your lock washer, which is built onto your screw, and the screw itself. You don't want to lose any of those. Tell I haven't had this headlight off in a while, huh? I'm like, oh, actually there's 3 screws on this one. That's right, there are 3 screws on this setup. Good thing I didn't pull it too hard, huh? Would have broke that right up. most bikes you run into only have two. We're working on too many different bikes this week. It's been crazy. Okay. And I'm going to unplug the headlight, that way it doesn't just go crashing to the ground and smash. Okay, so let's hold this light on, this thing on there. Looks like a couple of 14 millimeters. Boom, boom, boom. So let's get that wrench. Put this thing away. Looks like I got two different size bolts on this. Isn't that interesting? Two different size bolts, guys. What kind of cut rate production is this? I would say that would be the original one, the 12 millimeter. And I would say that this one is the incorrect one. Just from the way it looks. It's funny because I never had this headlight out before. Oh yeah, look at that. It's got a different specialty bolt. I'll be right back. I'm going to go fix that now. I'm going to grab the right one. Okay. Alright, took apart another headlight assembly that I had kicking around and had two good bolts. So, I got the proper bolts for this thing. And now let's see about how we're going to put this on there. So I do on one end. Slide through on the other. Okay. Now, this is where it gets tricky. This is the part that people absolutely lose their mind on because the grate is right in the way. But there is a way of doing this, and I'm going to show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to start putting the bolts, the nuts on the back sides. Good as you can get them. Wind in your bolts a little bit. Not too tight though. Just wanna, not even snug. You want them loose, but you want to make sure that the nut is all the way in. Okay. Okay. Alright, so they're not moving. Okay. So, you want these put in as far as you can go with, if you tighten them up with the ratchet on the outside, the nut will catch on the inside and lock it. Alright, so that's what you want to do. Now, we're going to take our headlight. Sorry I keep getting right in your way. And top right there. This is the part where it gets tricky, guys. Because you gotta do some fancy maneuvering. Put that in like that. Just comes down like so. I did it on the KE one, but the whole fixture was off. And you can't put this in with that like that. So you're gonna tip your headlight up and allow this to come down. In some cases like this one, the horn is right in the way. Okay, so we're going to take the horn off. That's going to allow that grate to slide down. push your horn off to the side. You don't need to completely remove it. Now you can bring this down further, like that. Plug your light in. And maneuver it. It's tight, but you can get it in. Okay. Then you want to make sure that all your wiring is not under the tab. So what I'm doing is I'm maneuvering the grate so I can get the light, the headlight in there. And then just gotta make sure that there's not under any wires. And what I'm referring to is, see this tab up here? This is the tab that gets screwed in here. I want to make sure that that tab there's no wires on this side that gets pinched between here and when I tighten up the screw. Because that can result in an electrical issue. Not can, it will. And it should fit all the way around back into where it came from. And I learned another trick. Never tighten these up all the way until you get them all three of them set. Because you can tighten up two of them and then the third one won't want to tighten. Just kind of a pain in the neck like that. Snug as a bug in a rug. I apologize for being right in your way half the time. Once you get them all in, then you can go ahead and just tighten them up. Get it gapped evenly so it looks good. I'm happy with that. Looks sharp. And now we're going to go ahead and tighten up these bolts on the sides. This is the tricky part because they don't want to, what do you call it there? One typically always wants to spin, but luckily, if you do my technique, you'll be able to lock them in like that. Looks good. Huh? What do you guys think? Share in the comments what you think. I think it looks pretty cool. And then we're going to put the horn back on. I'm using my Craftsman ratchet wrenches. And there she is, guys. What do you think? Huh? Not too shabby? And now I gotta do the other bike. Alright, so I threw the other one on, the other bike, and you can see how it looks with the yellow Kind of looks like a bumblebee, doesn't it? Isn't that cool? So we got the brush guards on. So both of these bikes, if I decide to take a little bit of a trail, it has a little bit of brush guard. I think they look pretty cool. Tell me what you guys think. I got these for about $7 each on eBay. So I think it was like 14 and some change, free shipping. They are from China. But nevertheless, they look pretty cool on the bike. And I have one for my KE 102 build that I'm doing. And I think they're a pretty cool upgrade. They make these enduro bikes look more enduro. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. I was able to I had another part right up there where I grabbed the bolts from. Right there, because clearly that headlight was off before. I've never had it off, so and if I did, I might have just left the bolt that was in it, because I wouldn't have done that. I would have put the proper bolts onto it. So anyway, nevertheless, we fixed it. It's just one of those little small details, you know what I mean, to put the proper stuff on there. But I encourage you guys, get out there, make your bike personal, make them your own, you know. We're going to be doing a whole bunch more videos on these bikes. These two right here still need their first start of the season, and have not ran the whole 2020. So they're registered. These two are right here, but that one is off-road only. We're going to be doing some modifications to this bike. I'm going to show you guys what air filters work, what air filters don't. I'm going to give you guys a little hint. Lawn and garden, baby. So let me show you guys how to make hard-to-find air filters that are adequate enough for these bikes and don't cost $1 trillion to have shipped to your house. Because personally, I think $50 for an air filter is, well, ridiculous. But there are some stuff that you can do to make your bike a little bit more user-friendly, updated, and being able to get parts from a newer bike. Also, too, guys, when I was working on this bike a few years ago, I didn't have a throttle cable for it. And you can see, actually, I'll show you on this one. See, this is what it's supposed to look like right here. And this is what I ended up doing. I ended up modifying a bracket. I actually, since then, got a cable for this thing. So we're going to switch that out at some point as well. But other than that, it's all good to go. So we're just going to keep plugging away at them and going from there. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for sharing my channel with a lot of people. I've noticed my shares are up quite a bit, and I just want to say thank you guys for that. This wasn't a real big, crazy video, but, you know, it's coronavirus season right now, guys, and, well, I'm just plugging away at different projects and little things, and I've been doing videos as they've been coming up. So, we're going to be working on the Harvey Spooner bike next. We got some stuff coming in for the other bikes, and first start videos. We got to get on that white bike. We got to still figure out what we're going to do with this bike right here. I was using this bike to mock things up. This bike right here is going to go back together. Decided to put this thing back together. Why? Because it is a good bike, and we're just going to keep plugging away at it, get it right back to where it's supposed to go. So that's the project for that. That is the KDE. And we're gonna be busting it out. I got the fender, I got the stuff that goes to it, so we're just gonna keep going up. Sounds like it's gonna start the downpour out there any minute now. So anyway, guys, stay safe, stay indoors, order parts for your bikes while you're on this downtime. Get creative with your bike, make them personal, and just enjoy the hell out of them. You know, that's really what this is all about. Good time to polish up some stuff, get some stuff going, and keep watching my videos. Anyway, guys, I'm off right now. Thank you guys for watching again, and I will talk to you later. I'm out!